that's our Fantasia for strings. It's a lot of rests, and it makes for some awkward moments for this video, I'm sure. But you do have to count your rests. It is kind of an important aspect of playing in an orchestra. It is easier to count your rests when you hear the music going on, but do be careful of those rests. Make sure you know how to count it, and make sure you know what the tempos are all supposed to be. So from the beginning, this piece has to be very dramatic. So it starts with a very strong martelet, so that's why it says with vigor, which means with strength. And you have to have good separation and articulation in all those bow strokes. And then later on it gets to pizzicato section, which is a lot softer, more singing-like qualities coming from your friends in the orchestra. And then later on comes back to that vigorous section, and then goes into this gentle section, which we rest for so much. And then it goes back to the DC, and then ends with this really brilliant coda that's very strong and forceful. So from the beginning, try and make sure that you use as much bow as you can. Retake on the up bow so we don't hear so many accents. So. Feel that leading into measure 10. So you should think of it like a crescendo, and that has to move somewhere. With the rest of this, just be very aware of your key signature. I put in some finger numbers to help you remind yourself that we're playing B flat, so a lot of times you have to use your second finger on the G string. Count very carefully. Your entrance after 10, you come in with these accents. So start with your bow set on the string and really pull. Get it to really stick like a hammer and you're striking it. You're going to wake everybody up. And then from 17, fortissimo, still with the martelet style. And don't be afraid to use plenty of bow. When we get to 24 and 22, make sure we start out nice and fortissimo, and then diminuendo all the way to the piano. This is when we start to get to the pizzicato and the cantabile section. So we want to be out of the way. We don't want to be too forceful at this point. Relax. And then with their pizzicato section, you have plenty of time to get your hands set, but make sure when you take your bow to get that pizzicato, turn the frog into the palm of your hand, and then get your thumb out, get your first finger out, and pluck over the bottom half of the fingerboard. And I don't think we'll reach down here to pizzicato, but you want to make sure that it's up here where it's reasonably comfortable. Oftentimes, I've heard many orchestras play this piece, and when they get to the pizzicato, it always rushes. So we have to make sure we're thinking like a clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Don't let it rush. Keep it very steady. So tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick. Oops. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Keeping it very steady. One. All these D's. When we come in with the arco, make sure you start mezzo piano. So the next one's forte, and we have that difference, right? And then we get to all the eighth notes. And this comes back again, and it's in your audition excerpt. So you have to really know this part really well. So we get back to that half position that we've been practicing with our low finger exercises. So going from 1 to a really stretch that 4. It's going to take some practice, but good thing it's not excessively long. It's just a very small section. So practice it, get it under your fingers, and make sure you know it really well. And when it comes time to execute, it'll be there. This whole gently section, unfortunately, we rest quite a bit. But the tempo at which we're doing this, so this is the 2 bars before gently, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we slow it down to about half the tempo. And so that means you really have to count those rests all the way through. And then when you come in, it's going to be extremely slow. 4, 1, in half position, so stretch that 4th finger. Then you have 5 measures to find this C and to get it ready. So hopefully you guys all have your 3rd position tape, or where we're going to place our 4th finger in 2nd position. And make sure that 4th finger is right in tune, so when you get to there, I give you the cue. The whole bass section should come in right together. And then we fermata over the rest, there's a break, then we go right back to the beginning and play all the way until the coda sign, then we jump to the coda, which is measure 77. And then from here, we have these accents. You gotta really dig in. And it goes on and on and on, but at 79, the violins come in with their melody. So we can't drown them out. So we have to listen and balance accordingly. So play strong, but then back away once you hear the melody come in. Giving good strong accents so we hear the change in bow direction. And then from 86, we actually come in with a bit of the tune here. I put in that crescendo at 94. I really want you guys to come down and then build that up, because it's the last time we do that iteration of the theme, and it'll be very impressive to the audience, and it's our closer. So I hope this has been helpful. Practice carefully, obviously practice slow, get those notes under your hand, and then listen to recordings, listen to this tape, get good ideas, and then make sure you're ready for your audition in February. Best of luck.